Chapter 3, Example 9a, it says that Empty Fields Company pays its salaried employees monthly on the last day of each month. The annual salary payroll for 2013 is shown on your screen. So we are to compute the following for the payroll of December 31st. We have to decide how much of their paycheck, which is their last paycheck of the year, is subject to OASDI wages, and then we have to calculate the OASDI tax and the high tax. Okay, so we're going to get started, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my annual salaries here because it's giving me annual. So the one that sticks out to me is this Sam. He makes over the $110,100 by $780. So we're going to have to take that into account when we get to his name. So let's work on these first three. So the first thing that we have to do is these are annual salaries, and they're going to get paid once a month. So we have to take all of our annual salaries and divide them by 12. So the first one, 2,150 divided by 12 equals 1,845.83. Okay, so then I'm going to go through and I'm going to take all of these others divided by 12, and I'm going to skip Sam because there's a special situation there. So I'm going to go through everyone but Sam, divide everything by 12, and I'll get my taxable wages. Okay, now that I have all of my taxable wages for everyone but Sam, we're going to take a look at Sam. So like I mentioned, our maximum that we have to pay Social Security tax on that any one individual earns in a pay period is $110,100. He's made $110,880, okay? So if we want to put it into our calculator to figure out the difference, how much he's gone over, okay? So we put our $110,880 is how much he'll make in a year, but he only has to pay Social Security tax on $110,100. So $780 of his annual salary he does not have to pay taxes on. So let's keep that in mind, okay? So now we're going to figure out what his monthly salary is. So we take the $110,880 divided by 12. So in every paycheck for the first 11 months, his taxable income was $9,240. But like we just determined, for his very last paycheck, 780 of it is not subject to taxes, at least to Social Security tax. So we're going to subtract out that 780, which is the amount he went over that maximum. So this paycheck, he only has to pay Social Security tax on $8,460. Okay, so now that we have all of our taxable wages, we're going to calculate the OASDI tax, which is a Social Security tax. So we're going to take all of these numbers times the 4.2% because we're looking at the employee withholdings. Okay, so the first one, we have 1,845.83 times 0.042. So the tax is going to be $77.52. Okay, so now we're going to do that for all of them. We'll take our taxable wages times the 4.2%. Okay, now that we've calculated all of our OASDI tax, it's time to calculate our high tax. Keep in mind the high tax is the Medicare portion of the FICA tax, because FICA combined is Social Security and Medicare. There is no maximum amount that is to be paid on Medicare tax. So what we're going to do here, on almost everyone except for Sam, we're going to take our taxable wages here times the 1.45%. But keep in mind with Sam, we have to use the original amount, not the amount that's taxable here. So the first one, we're going to take the 1,845.83 and times 0.0145. Well, that's not working. Sorry, 1,845.83 times 0.0145. And we get 2676. Now we're going to do the same thing for all of our others except Sam. Okay, for Sam, remember we had to take the 9,240 times the 1.45. So then we've added everybody up. We have the totals here, and we have to calculate the employer's portion. So the OASDI is going to be this total here times our 0.062. That comes up to $2,526.50. And then this